When a woman is murdered in broad daylight, regardless of what she's wearing, what messages she may have sent, even if she has done the most unacceptable contravention of any custom, it gives no man or any person the right to take their lives away.
Being killed because you reject someone?
Her name is Naira Ashraf and she got killed.
من أي حق إنك تقتلها؟
The murder of two women in the Middle East, one in Egypt and the other in Jordan, within days of each or hours of each other. One was shot in the head in Amman, Jordan, and the other stabbed in Egypt, purely because these women had to exercise a choice, make a decision that they felt was appropriate to them, and it cost them their lives. Musawah is the global movement for equality and justice in the Muslim family. We work on 4 main areas, including international advocacy, the campaign for family justice and reforming laws, femicide and the murder of women, and the violence that women experience on a daily basis is systemic. According to the United Nations, 1 in 3 women will suffer a form of gender-based violence throughout her lifetime. In the UK, 2 women are murdered every week by an intimate partner or a known relative. The statistics don't exist for the Middle East because countries simply do not keep these records. They don't record them. They don't think it's important enough. What it illustrates is that more than ever, the violence that women face across the globe is not based on a specific culture or a faith or a class. It is purely because they are women. The daily impact on women's lives is very real and it is stifling. Women have to constantly carry out safety assessments around them before they leave the house. There really needs to be an understanding that violence against women and girls is systemic, and it starts from a spectrum of kind of jokes, further things like harassment, discriminatory laws against employment, education, choices of marriage. Women are not recognized as legal entities in their own right according to these laws, not in Islam, but according to these laws. When we live in a legal context that says perpetrators are allowed to commit violence and harm to women with impunity and with the blessing of the law, it is no surprise that we have these incidents.
حياتك غالية عليكي، اخرجي من بيتكم أفة.
It's really important that we question this idea that woman is responsible for her own murder and harm because she may be suspected of not complying with the rapists and the perpetrators' rules. We never say to somebody who got burgled, why didn't you have extra locks in the house? We blame the burglar. It is not the responsibility of the victim to make sure that they repel the attacker. And so it's important that society holds these perpetrators, and in this case men, to account and to emulate the example of the Prophet in the way in which he ensured that his first divine message, an act from Allah, was to stop female infanticide. Reform is absolutely possible and it's happening. And that's why Musawah has decided to really focus on the campaign for family justice, to illustrate that there are examples where the codification of equality for women according to Islamic practices and customary laws is possible. We have examples in Morocco, in Tunis, even most recently in a state where we thought we would never see even a codification of personal status law, in Saudi Arabia. The right of women to divorce men, the right of women to bring petitions against perpetrators of abuse, the idea of marital rape being banned. These are all examples of progress that are happening, but we just need to kind of create a momentum behind that, support organizations organizations and activists and groups that call for that, and really return to the status of women during, the revelation, when they were treated as fair, equal, and just citizens by implementing the divine message. Allah says, I made you from one soul and I made you equal. If we're good enough for God, then we're good enough for man.